Hey everybody, it's great to be back on video with you guys. I wanted to let you know that Torn and I went down with the Hruska Clinic and looked at the 2018 shoes. The shoes come out twice a year. They started coming out late this fall and into the winter, but the last shipment at our running store came out last Thursday. So thank you for your patience to get the shoe list out. Just a friendly reminder for those of you that are new to the shoe list with the criteria of what we look for in shoes. And you can apply this criteria, you guys, to a basketball shoe, a volleyball shoe, a casual shoe, a tennis shoe. But we like shoes that have a good heel counter where the heel doesn't collapse in. We like shoes that if you take your hands on the outside of the shoe and you press down that there's not a lot of give in the heel. And we like heels that are more balanced and symmetrical. And we like shoes that bend easily at the toe box. Now you can take some shoes, you guys, and if you work really hard that they could bend at the middle. This shoe doesn't do that at all. This bends really easily at the toe. On the opposite side, you also don't want a shoe that doesn't bend at all at the toe box. It's really stiff and you have to work really hard for it to bend at the toe, kind of like a hiking shoe. Otherwise, that'll really turn on hip flexors and create low back tension. So those are some of the basic criteria that we look for in our shoes. Here at the Hruska Clinic, you're going to notice on our shoe list, there were a lot of shoes, you guys, out there that could have fit that criteria that I just went over this year. But we really tried to condense the list of what we use here in the clinic that we really get the best results. The New Balance 1080 version 8 that came out in November is great. The difference between the version 7 is that the foam liner of the shoe is a lot thicker and it resembles more of the very first version, the V6 that came out a couple of years ago that we really loved. So we really love that. There's no other shoe. I have the New Balance version 7 on that I can find that complements what the New Balance 1080s do. What these shoes do is that they provide a lot of midfoot guidance on the medial and lateral side of the foot that allows the foot with some heel control to supinate and repronate during the gait cycle. So this shoe works really well for us in our clinic with a lot of our patients that have neck tension, headaches, and dizziness, and they can't sense the floor. They're a really good sensory shoe to work with our patients here in the clinic. And I would tell you that over 90-95% of our patients can get neutral with that shoe in their head, trunk, and pelvis to help the system to be able to integrate. I don't have another shoe really to compare that does what that shoe does. So we really like the V8. We really like the update with the thicker insole in it to help our patients to be able to sense the floor. And I would tell you a lot of the shoes on the shoe list have more cushioning or more foam bottoms to help our patients to be able to sense the floor in order to lateralize to the left and to the right side. This is the Brooks Transcend 5. Love this shoe. It has a good heel counter. You're going to see how it can cup the heel. And it has some where you can sense the arch and push off the big toe. So this is another good shoe for some of your patients. We still love the Foundation. The Foundation 12 has been discontinued because the Asics Foundation 13 is out. So I got a lot of emails and phone calls that they're getting rid of the Foundation. They were just getting rid of the version 12, but the version 13 is out. The Foundation, you guys, is really good for those of your patients that maybe have had an ankle sprain. And they need to have really good calcaneal support. And once that they get that good calcaneal support, they might need to transition or upgrade to a different shoe like the New Balance 1080. So think about the Foundation as trying to help your patients to kind of go partway through the range of motion, but the New Balance 1080 allows your foot to go through the entire range of motion of that foot during the gait cycle. So the Foundation 13 is certainly good for patients that maybe lack calcaneal eversion, that maybe have had an ankle sprain or need really good calcaneal support. So there's a place for that shoe. I'm not going to go through all of the shoes on the list. There were a lot of big changes with the shoes this year. I do want to talk to you about a new shoe that came out called the Brooks Levitate. And the Brooks Levitate has a really good foam bottom. I didn't know if I was going to like it until I tried it on and walked around with it in the store. And it has a good heel cup where I can really feel my heel, and I really feel like I kind of get that rocker of heel arch toe. I will tell you that some of the midfoot guidance is really lacking. So if you have someone that needs some help to get, if they're really supinated and they really need help to get, it might be good for a rigid forefoot to help get that foot to drop down. But just be aware it doesn't have a lot of midfoot control. So you might need to add a sensory arch with that shoe for some of your patients. So the New Balance 860, the New Balance 880, they all have good cushioning on there. We did add the Asics Fortitude is back out. It came back in, so it could be like a step down from the foundation, where it's kind of in that guidance category. So just look over the list. I want to let you know, like the Brooks Ravenna isn't on here. Still a great shoe, still fits the criteria. We just tried to pick the shoes clinically with a lot of combinations that work well for PRI patients. I hope that helps. If you have questions, you can email me. Again, we really appreciate you guys. We love it that you guys use the list. We just please appreciate that it is copyrighted, and just print it off from our website to give to your patients. We'd love it. Have a great day.